Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, my lovely thrivers, my warriors out there. What's up, you guys? This is your girl, Mommy So True. You guys, I am here to check in with you today. If you're new here, this is the place where you want to be if you are thriving out of narcissistic abuse from whoever it is in your life, okay? I am here to help you see that you're not crazy. You're not crazy and you're not alone. That is really the main purpose of me sharing what I'm sharing, which is my journey through narcissistic abuse, just recovering, healing my life, and creating the life that I want to see, and being the person who I truly am, and learning how to really be myself and accept my place in the universe, and knowing how to stand against the narcissist is a part of that. For the simple fact that they left you for dead, the way that they leave you, there's only one thing the narcissist is hopeful for. Whether you leave them or not, they still leave you in a very messed up state of mind. They leave you for dead the way that they leave you for dead. Their only hope is for you to stay that way. It's for you to stay low. It's for you to never get back up. It's for you to stay stuck. It's for you to remain stagnant in your life. The main hope of abusing you and then turning around, laughing at you, turning around, making it seem like you're the reason why you got abused. To continue to gaslight you after the storm, it's because they hope that it's enough to keep you damaged. It is enough to keep you depressed. It is enough to keep you doubting yourself. Narcissists do such a great job at destroying our self-image. They chip away at your self-esteem so much throughout your time with them. This entity who believes that their way is the best way. Everything about them is competition. Everyone around them is inferior. The narcissist is the master at chipping away the foundation of you, who you are. That's why a relationship with them seems so competitive. They're just focused on one-upping you, always challenging you, always trying to prove a point to you that you are not good enough no matter what you do. Nothing you do is never good enough. You find yourself sacrificing and giving to this person so much that you forget to pay attention to how much they're not giving to you. Everything that happens in your relationship with a narcissist, all the way through to discard, is intended to break you. And when discard happens, when the end of the relationship actually occurs, they hope that you stay broken. They hope that you're never able to pick up the pieces, put it back together, and keep your life going. To know that you're still damaged enough to not get up out the bed and keep it pushing. To know that you're still hurting enough to not want to keep trying. This is what they hope for. To know that you are stuck in depression, that you feel stuck. To know that you feel like you just can't get out of it. This is what they hope for. This is why you take your power back. This is why you reverse those negative beliefs that they've programmed you to believe. You reverse them. You change them. You don't have to accept what someone has taught you to believe about your life. You don't have to accept the perspective that the narcissist has given you about your life. You don't need them to make it in life. You don't need them to thrive. You don't need them to be successful. You don't need them to live. They've worked hard to keep you from believing in yourself. They've worked hard to keep you from choosing yourself over them. They know how much potential you have in being an authentic human being. That's why their main focus is to make sure that you don't feel like a human being. They've been slowly removing you from your free will taking away your rights to your own thoughts. You've been shamed for speaking your mind or sharing your perspectives, which led you to start feeling unsafe about yourself. When they leave you for dead, they leave you feeling unsafe about yourself, and they hope that you stay that way. They've criticized you, talked down to you, made you feel so low and so undeserving about yourself that breaking out of it feels hard. The reason why it's hard after discard is because of the programming that they've done. They've made you doubt yourself. They've made you break the foundation of who you are. So by the time they walk away and by the time they leave, you're confused, you don't know who you are, and you're guarded. You're guarded. So getting out the bed, doing something different, trying new things can seem hard at first because you're guarded. Your body just wants to stay in a safe zone after narcissistic abuse. While you were with them, you learned to live a false sense of self because you had to hide who you were. Those of you that have dealt with narcissistic family members or parents, the main lesson you learn around being with those type of people is to neglect yourself, to forget who you are, abandon who you are. You don't have a voice. You don't have a self. So you learn to be who you need to be for them. You learn to be a certain way around them so you can keep peace. That's how you learn to be a people pleaser. People pleasing is a trauma response. It's not a part of your character. It's something that you learn to do as a part of protecting who you are, because who you are has not been safe to be. Being around a narcissist, being your complete self is not safe. So you've learned to be something else, something that will be more accepted by them. So when they leave you for dead, it feels so hard to come out of it. It feels so hard to pick yourself up, to find yourself, to figure yourself back out. But their hope is for you to stay stuck and to stay that way. And your main purpose is to not. You have to thrive out of this. You have to pick yourself up. You have to find a way. You have to change your perspective. You have to be willing to unlearn whatever they've taught you to learn about yourself that's created self-hatred, self-shame, self-blame. And you have to start doing that by abandoning them, letting them go, walking away, cutting them off, and choosing you now. Choosing you now and realizing that you matter. You need to focus on yourself. You need to work on you. You need to do that self-work and get right. Because they've tried to make you something that you are not. And they've left you for dead hoping that you will stay that way. They left you for dead hoping that they've put in enough work to keep you in the state of mind of depression. In the state of mind of I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know if I'll ever be good enough to date again. I don't know if I'll ever trust again. I don't know if I ever can love again. I don't know if I'll ever be good enough for my kids. These are all lies that they've programmed you to accept. Left you for dead hoping you would stay dead. This is why we have to turn around and treat them like they're dead. Now protect our sanity, protect our peace, no matter how it makes us look. After the discard and after the relationship, so many of us go through a lot before we can get into a clear space of recovery or a happier place or a more joyful place. There's so much CPTSD work that needs to be done as a survivor and a thriver of narcissistic abuse, because you are in your protective self after discard. You are completely freaking out after the relationship because you're not really sure who you are anymore. Their hope is for you to stay there and to stay in that state of mind, to stay in that discomforting state of mind. That place where you don't ever want to leave your house no more. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to meet new people. And they want you to see and watch while they pretend to be happy, and you accept that your life sucks. This is what causes you to procrastinate. After the discard, you realize you might be procrastinating. You might put a lot of things behind you. You're just feeling unmotivated, uninspired. They're hoping you stay that way. It's important that you gradually take time to shrink the trauma behind what has happened to you. If you have truly dealt with a narcissist, you have truly dealt with real damaging pain. You've went through some really painful events. And it's not easy to just overcome or recover. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes true work. You just have to give yourself the time to do the inner work. Stuck is just not what you do. Stuck is not what you were born to do. That's why so many of you have walked away. So many of you have learned to go silent. There's no need to try to defend, argue about it. There's no need to try to fight for a relationship, a marriage, or a parental relationship that's just not getting anywhere, going anywhere, or doing anything for you or for your life. You've learned to just take it for what it is and move on, because what you're not going to do is stay stuck. What you're not going to do is allow the pain to keep you dead. What you are going to do is treat them like they're dead so you can thrive in your life. They left you for dead, so now you leave them for dead. Now you choose your life. With so much love and with so much light, thank you so much for watching today's video. To my warriors, thank you for standing strong and staying true in who you are. Continue to fight this fight. I know that every day may not be easy, but you are choosing to stand firm in who you are, and who you are represents strength. Who you are represents spirituality. Who you are represents a winner. Keep thriving, survivors. I am right here with you. You are not alone. Until next time, you guys, stay blessed.